Hello everybody, Nigel here with you, Nigel's Modelling Bench. Just a quickie, sorry I haven't had much content out lately. I've been very busy. The weather is not conducive to modelling or doing anything really other than just sitting there and melting like a blob of jelly. And I've been doing a lot of work with this. You can see here, this is the T28 I reviewed recently. And if you remember, we had the tracks, which are 6 pieces per link. 400 links, so that's 6 times 4, 2,400 parts, and there they are. There are the 4 lots of tracks for the T28 or M28, whichever one you're doing. So they are very nice. Now I do have some resin tracks on the way, but what I've been doing is just sort of, you know, get up in the morning, cup of coffee, put the news on, have a listen, and just do a bit of work on this. It is many hours of work. If I show you this bag, let's get rid of these instructions a minute. This bag, what I've done, I've specially kept. I don't think I threw any away. So this is all the sprue gates from the parts. You can see in there, every one of those little nubbins on there has 2 sprue gates on it. So you spend half your life sanding, you sand your fingers away. It's very tedious, and I would thoroughly recommend the resin tracks. And as I say, I have bought some from DN Studio. I contacted them about about having a review sample or whatever, and they agreed to send them, but I've heard nothing back since. I have had a notification that the ones I bought have been sent, so maybe they've put some samples in with that, I don't know. But there's no tracking, so there's a code on there, but it just leads you to the Royal Mail tracking site, and you and it just says there will be no information until we attempt delivery. So there's no tracking on the package, so it may not have returned up. Who knows? Which is crazy. You know, sending out I think they're £38. Sending out a £38 item without tracking seems a little crazy to me, but never mind. Right, so here are the 4 lengths of tracks. Now, after I did my little video, if you haven't seen it, go back and have a look. It's probably the last video I put out. I'm sorry. I was talking about how, I think it's titled How Long. And yeah, what I did, I timed doing 1 lot of links. Well, this is a jig. Sorry, this is a jig. So this takes 7 lots of pads, and you've got 8 connectors. Now, the 8 connectors come on the sprue like this. You can see them there. Okay, if you don't know what I'm talking about, go and have a look at that video, and you can see they're all connected. All right. They tell you in the manual to remove that sprue gate. Don't. Do that, then do that, and then cut that off afterwards. I've had a few suggestions from people. The one I wanted to show you is disappeared. I don't know why it's gone. Maybe the guy took it down. YouTube has a knack lately of taking comments down, especially if you put links in them and stuff. I don't really know what's going on, but somebody suggested don't use the jig, and I'm like, why? Now the thing is, you've got to remember, these tracks are obviously left and right, and they have an outside face and an inside face. So this is the outer face. You can see there it has the 2 sorts of circles moulded in. The inside face has 2 rivets, and that is the side that the sprue is on. So that picture I just showed you where they cut the sprue off, that's on the pin face. The other face, they're cleverly moulded with the sprue. Let me get one out and show you actually, instead of trying to explain it. Where's the front of the bag? They are very cleverly done. So you can see this side here is the pin face. So this is the bit you leave attached. And then this one here is the one you cut off. And what they've done, they've put the sprue gate on the very top edge. So you literally just cut them off and then cut them that way. And quick sand. What I've been doing is putting them on a sanding stick like that and sanding. In fact, why don't I just show you? So we come along, we click this off here, just like so. Okay, I'll just do 3 of them. Alright, so we clip that off like that, then go over the top, clip it off like that, then I put them on a sanding stick, and I take another sanding stick and just sand over the top and then a quick wipe over it, like 45 degrees or something, and that's them done. So they're ready to use. And then what you do is you put your lower pads in. They're all the same, they're not handed. Well, they are handed. You've got left and right, but they're not, how can I say, they're left and right on every track. It doesn't matter if it's inside or outside. And then this goes on like this, sits on the top, and then you put your inner pads over the top, glue them on. As I say, go back and have a look at that video if you don't know what I'm talking about. Now then, what I've done here, I've got 2 of these. You get one of these with every sprue, and you get 9 sprues, so you get 9 of these. And what I've done here, you can see, I've marked them with black marker, left and right. So what I do then, I know that when I'm making this one here, I'm going to be using this one. I put that one to one side so I can't get confused. Sorry, I can't remember which way around it is now. So I know that when I do this one, the part with the sprue still on it goes on that side. And it sits over there like that. And then when I'm doing the other side, it will go that way around. Okay, so make sure when you do yours, you make up 4 lots of tracks, but you want 2 left, 2 right, obviously. And that is the beauty of using this tool. As the person said to me, don't use the tool. Reason being, obviously, you see the track this way. You can see there, I can flip that over and the track will fit in there perfectly. Okay, so that is for the other side. This one is for this side, so you've got the pin side here, and that will sit in there beautifully. Okay, so if we think of the black mark as being the pin side, if I put it like that, it doesn't fit. It won't sit in there. So using the guide is brilliant for making sure you get them all the right way around. So suggesting that you don't use this, I think, is a bit daft, because the trouble is this block here could be turned around. You could end up putting them the wrong way. They're made in such a way. You'll see the blocks here. But bear in mind, this is all the spares you get. Okay, so you've only got I think it's about 12 of those there, 15. I think there was 13 I've got here because I lost one to the carpet monster. It's 14 you get spare, and this is all the pads you get. These are the inner pads and these are the outer pads. And you can see when you look at these, when you compare left to right, you can see on here there is a little cutout there and a little cutout there, and you can see the difference. So that's left, that's right, as we're looking at it now, with that little cutout there. Okay, and they will obviously on the other side, you can see there, they will only fit in that jig one way round. So I would definitely say use the jig. What else was I going to say? When you glue them together, obviously make sure you don't get any glue on the pins. I've been using Tamiya Extra Thin Quick Setting. The reason for that is if you do get a bit of glue on one of the pins, you can leave it and it'll just break away. Whereas with the ordinary Tamiya Extra Thin, it's a much sort of stronger joint and it just turns to goo. Whereas this dries so fast, you kind of, when you get it out of the jig, you just feel them and then they'll just break away. And you end up with a lovely set of tracks which are really, really flexible. They're some of the nicest workable tracks I've ever seen. They're not the easiest to put together, but they are really, really nice. So there we go. So if I do get the sample set of tracks and the set of tracks I've bought, I'll have 2 sets. So these will be up for grabs. So if anybody wants them, well, what I'll do is I'll say in another video, if anybody wants them, let me know. But they are very, very nice. Obviously as well, a lot of you have been talking about it would be a shame to spend this money on a kit and then throw so much plastic away. It's like 9 sprues out of the box, and it's, you know, it's a good old bag of sprues. But depends how your sanity goes. And of course the other thing depends on how long you get at the modelling table. If you've got a busy life with kids, family, whatever, you may be a carer or something like that, then you don't want to be spending whatever it is. I think we worked it out about 25 hours to put these together, and it's probably about right. It's crazy, 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 crazy. And if the weather hadn't been so hot, I probably would have done it myself. But it's just because I can sit here, listen to the news, have the fan on, and just stay out of the sun. And there we go. Okay, so there we are. The other thing they're suggesting here, if you look at this, they're telling you to put the pins, you put the lower pads in, put the pins down over the top, and then put the inner pads on and the guide horn there. What I did on mine, I actually got the guide horns because the guide horns are on the sprue here separately, as you can see. And what I've done with these is come along and cut the gates off as like so, okay, and then with them still on the sprue, come in with a sanding sponge and sand away the sprue gate, so that saves you having to handle them as individual items, and then you could just nip them off the sprue, and they're ready to go. And then what I do is cut those off and then glue them straight onto this. Okay, and then they do actually, they will lock together. It's amazing. You see, I'll push that into there, and they will actually lock together. They're that nice. And then what you can do is use 2 sander sticks or something when they're on there, and come along, squeeze them, get them all nice and straight, and then leave those to dry. The trouble with doing it this way around, as I tell you, nobody's thought about this at all. It's ridiculous. They're telling you to cut this off before you fit these pads. I mean, it's just absolutely crazy. Leave that attached. Don't cut it off. Put those on first, because if you do that now, you can imagine gluing that down in there. You've got a very high chance of getting cement in that pad, in the joint, on the pins. So what I do is just glue them all on there. Leave that to dry. Lay my lower pads in the block, put this over the top, leave the sprue attached, put the inner pads on, push it all down, take it out, let it dry for 10 minutes, cut off that sprue gate there, and then just go over the sander and sand off the pins. Job done. As I say, go and see the other video and you'll see how I did it. Just one more thing, guys. I knew there was something I forgot to say. If you look on here, it says for one side 100 pieces. So I'm assuming they mean 100 pads rather than 100 pins. So if you make up your tracks with 100 pads, you're going to have 101, because obviously to join them together you need a pad at each end. So you're going to end up with 2 pins, and you're going to have to add a pad in there, which is going to make it 101. So what you need to do is 99 pads. Now for every pad there is a pair of pins. So these pins are in pairs. You see those stuck together again? Let's just unclip them. So each pair of pins has 1 pad. So you can imagine a pad will go in here, and there'll be a pin in each side of it. So every pad has 2 pins. So you want to end up with 99 pads, which means you need 100 pins. All right. So, or 100 pairs of pins, should I say. So each one of these lumps here indicates a pair of pins. Now, there's 8 of these on each sprue. Okay, so 12/8 is 96. Okay, so that'll give you 96, and then for your 100 you need 4. So all you need to do is cut off 12 of these. Okay, cut them off the sprue, 12 of these, and then cut one in half. Okay, so there's your 4. Put those to one side, build those, don't get anything else out of the box. Well, none of these anyway. Put all your horns on and everything, let them all dry, and there you go. So 12 of those plus a half of one, so 12 and a half of these will give you your 100 pads, but in this state you've got 99 pads. All right, and then when we join them together, once we've got the tank built, then that will make our 100. All right, if it ends up being longer or shorter, then we can obviously just break them away or add to them, whatever. But if their 100 is correct, then there we go. All right. So that's it, guys. I just wanted to put together a quick video just to give you some sort of tips about my findings along the way if you are thinking about doing these. I know one guy who mentioned he's got 4 of the kits and he's going to build all the tracks. Wow. Yeah, you're going to have to get yourself a psychiatrist, I think, after you've done that. It'd be absolutely crazy. It is mental repetitiveness, but somehow I kind of enjoy it. I don't know, it's weird, isn't it? Anyway, I'll see you soon. Thank you for watching. Any comments or questions, stick them down below. Thank you for watching. Bye for now.